Sometimes I play in front of like 80,000 people, and sometimes I play in front of like 200 people. You play the same for them, because I always say that's 200 more. You know, like, you know, you got to get that message out.
To start, I'd like to know, from victim in pain to get loud, what is the major difference that you notice on hardcore scene in general?
Well, it was a journey. You know what I mean? And you got to make the jump. And it's a long time coming. A lot of work. Staying true, staying together like a family. You know, like because I mean we're in it. This is our life. You know, like I mean, you know, you get a band that they were a band and then they break up and they come back 20 years later or what have you. Like, how do you believe in a band that doesn't believe in itself? And from us come other bands like Madball. You know, because we created through us other bands like that. I mean, I know you guys are from like near Sao Paulo, and I toured down there with the Street Bulldogs, and my friend Leo's in that band. Yeah, great. I'm a big fan. My friend Leo's in that. He's a judo guy. Everybody's a judo guy now. Like, that's like the thing. Either you do yoga, judo, or you're a vegan. I mean, you know. I love South America, and you know, and especially Brazil. I have a lot of friends down there, and I love the food. I love the people. I had a lot of great times, but the journey, you know what I mean, throughout life. Yeah, and you're part of it now.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you.
So thank you.
I'm proud of it.
This is called black justice, because there's no justice. Justice.
Correct me if I'm wrong, please. For me, hardcore was born against oppression, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
It's totally against oppression. Hardcore fans supporting new fascist governments is something totally stupid, right?
Yes, right. Any extremist is no good. Right or left. It's just extremism is no good. So, like, you know, yeah, you know, like you could do drugs or you could be a junkie. You know what I mean? You could drink a beer or you could be an alcoholic. I mean, you know, everyone has a right and a free to believe in what they want, which is fine.
It's all a matter of the dose.
Right. You know, right. You know, just moderation.
Do you see music playing a bigger role nowadays, or do you see people just hanging around and thinking that music is only like for fun and that's it?
Well, there's music just for fun, mindless, stupid music, yes. I that's for sure. Like, for instance, I'm going to speak at the Dutch government, the Dutch parliament, on in 48 hours in Eindhoven, because we're trying to raise money for musicians and artists, and through the Dutch government. And this one was about music, so a lot of our kind of people, artists, were watching it, and they're trying to raise money through the government for the arts, and somehow Agnostic Front and Vinnie Stig, my name came up, and I'm to meet with some of the heads of parliament in 48 hours. So I'm kind of like excited, and I want to be there. I want to do the right thing. I want to be a good role model. You know what I mean? I mean, all is included, everyone's opinion, you know. We shun no one. I believe in freedom of speech for everyone. So we'll get there.
Back in time, when you were in Brazil, were you at favela?
Yes. I walked through the favelas with my friends, and people would come out of the houses offering me food. Children with no shoes on their feet. You know what I mean? I understand that the people are, oppressed, and they're very poor people. And when I go back to America and see these kids, they picky because that's not vegan cheese, and I don't like this, and I'm straight, I'm this, I'm that, and whatever. You little snot-nosed motherfucker, you got to be here with. Look at these people, and you're worried about what you're going to eat. It's a little annoying,
How does the process of composition work? Do you guys imagine a concept, or you guys just start jamming and then from the noise you have an idea of what to do?
We have some friends help us here and there. We had Mike's brother wrote a couple of songs for us too. He used to play drums for us. Everyone throws their 2 cents in. It's all together. Sometimes when you say, you got something on the back burner, you go back a year later, you say, wow, gee, that was great. What are we thinking? You go at home, bring you in.
A part of
a part of you. I bring a part of me.
Yeah.
I mean, then we could cooperate,
matches,
we'll change, we'll try to work together.
Yeah.
Freddie helped from Madball with some lyrics with Roger, and, Steve, Mike's brother. Everyone puts a little help, and it matures. And you get rid of, and you cut the fat, and you trim it down, and it matures, on its own, marinates like.
Being exposed to many different kind of cultures, I think it's awesome, right? Do you have any special moment through all of these years, like traveling, all of those gigs? Is there something memorable for you that you keep in your mind always?
Of course, there are a lot of great memories, with my friends and, my families around the world, and the bands and our brotherhoods, But every night should be that night. Sometimes I play in front of like 80,000 people, and sometimes I play in front of 200 people. You play the same for them, because I always say that's 200 more. You got to get that message out. That's the idea, to get the message out, not to point fingers or preach. Just to say, here's an idea. Here's I have a platform. This is an idea.
This is the way to go.
What do you think, guys? Maybe you don't like it this way. Then maybe you could try it a little different. Always got to accept. Always accept a new kid. You know what I mean? I know years ago when punk, because I'm an old school punk rocker, and when punk turned to hardcore, the oldest punks were like, who are these kids? I said, hey, they're with us.
Yeah.
They're with us, you know what I mean? You got to move on a little too. You got to evolve a little too. You got to sometimes say, okay, go ahead.
In every field.
Yes, not only my opinion, because some people, only their opinion. You can't be that way. You got to accept other opinions,
It's constructing together, right?
Exactly. Accepting too,
Exchanging.
Yes, exactly. And one thing about me, I can live anywhere. From the Volvella, I could be in Japan. You know what I mean?
Anywhere.
I'll eat any.
It's a state of mind, right?
It is. I could get with the culture. I could eat the food. I could listen to the music. I whatever it is, I enjoy it.
Now I just opened the space for you to send a message for your fans in Brazil.
Well, thank you very much. I know you're doing a lot. And thank you guys out there. Wow, let me tell you something. When I do come to Brazil or what have you, whether it could be Curitiba, Sao Paulo, Rio, wherever I am, I'm there. I'm with you. I'm there for you. So don't be a stranger. Come, be my brother, be my sister. Let's all get together. Always protect each other. Always respect each other. That's it, you know, and stay safe.
You guys are fucking great.